Hi everybody, how you doing? I hope you're feeling well. I'm going to bring you yet another tip today to help you reduce your levels of fear and anxiety. And I'm going to be doing this by addressing our thought life. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about negative inner dialogue and negative self-talk. Now, the reason I say this is because our thoughts will affect our emotions and vice versa. Think about it. If you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down, the thoughts that you're most likely having are going to reflect the way you feel. And the way you feel will again reflect your thoughts. And that creates, of course, this nasty little cycle which can spiral out of control unless you take control of it. Now, remember that you are not your thoughts. You are quite apart from your thoughts. And this is one of the first mistakes that people make. Don't ever confuse who you are with what you think. I'm going to show you a really cool technique now, which will help you remove all of the power, negative power, away from any negative thought patterns that you might have. Here's what you do. Stand upright, take a nice deep breath, feet firmly planted on the floor, and we're going to take an example of a negative thought. Now, in this day and age, I think we can use something like, I'm so worried about the future. There are probably millions of people who have that exact thought. So what we're going to do is say a statement. The first part is going to be out loud. We're going to say it just once. And the second part, your thought, is going to be said quietly, but I will whisper it. Now, first of all, I want you to just immerse yourself in the negative thought. I'm so worried about the future. Just be with it for about 10 seconds or so until you begin to feel that way. You begin to feel worried. That's right. Now just take a deep breath, open your eyes and say just once, I'm having a thought, and then in your mind, I'm so worried about the future. Okay? That was simple, wasn't it? The next step is to say the whole statement out loud 5 times. So, I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. Okay, now just take a nice deep breath. Now, just take a self-inventory. Where is that thought now in relationship to your body? Where is it? Is it any more than it was before? Is it any less? It's probably less, isn't it? Now, what I want you to do, we're going to say the same thing again. We're going to add a little bit more to that statement. And this time we're going to say just once, I'm noticing I'm having a thought, and then you will say your thought silently in your head. So just once. I'm noticing I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. Okay. Now, I want you to say the whole thing 5 times. I'm noticing I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm noticing I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm noticing I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm noticing I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. I'm noticing I'm having a thought. I'm so worried about the future. Stop. Take a nice deep breath again. And once again, think about that thought. And where is it in relationship to your body? I bet it's diminished. I bet there's no longer the power in that thought that there was before. Now, the idea behind this, it's called diffusion of thoughts, is that what you're doing is by not just losing yourself in the thought and having the thing spiral out of control, you're making a statement, I'm having a thought. So you've immediately separated yourself by one step from your thought. I'm having a thought, and then you think about the thought. Then you add something to it. You're saying, I'm noticing I'm having a thought. Now what you've done is step back twice now from your thought. And each time you do that, each time you dissociate from your actual thought process, you observe it more and you judge it, and it no longer has that immediate effect on you. This is a very, very powerful technique indeed. Again, you might want to watch this little recording more than once, a few occasions, just to get used to it. It really, really works. So I hope that you try this. By the way, any thought that you have, any negative thought, you can substitute for the one we've used as an example. So I hope this has helped. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.